Alright, so as you guys know, we have been getting some pretty good updates lately. For example, the update that we literally had yesterday at the time of recording, we had the Diablo SV and we had the Murcielago SV. And then we also recently had an Aston Martin update, which was very, very exciting, which we got a lot of good cars like these, especially the Valkyrie, which is insane. But one thing that has been a little bit disappointing about these updates, and probably why the title and thumbnail is what it is I would say the sounds have just not been good. Now, the Aston Martin Valkyrie isn't really an example. I think this actually sounds like pretty decent. I don't think it's bad. I don't know how it sounds in real life, but I think this actually sounds good to me. But I'm saying mostly for Lamborghinis, you would expect it to sound really, really good. But a good example is the SVJ. Startup is obviously insane, but that's like a sound you can find very easy. And then it sounds nothing like the actual car. Like, obviously, you know, stock, it's different. It's not gonna sound like a Gentani exhaust, but still, it doesn't even sound fully like a V12. Or like, even the fake SVJ that we had back in the game. I don't know if you guys actually know what I'm talking about. I might be able to find a clip of it. It sounded way, way better than this. And then, for example, with the update that we got literally yesterday, the Murcielago LP is very, very disappointing. Just doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound like a V12. Like, come on, Driving Empire. You guys can do way, way better than this. Like, this is very disappointing if you ask me. Like, I don't know. It's just not cutting it. Like, even the Orcon SDO sounds more like a V10. Very good startup. And then, look at that. It's not perfect, but it's way better. At least sounds more like a V10. Now, it's obviously different. Like, this is a lot newer, and the Murcielago is, like, a little bit older. But the sounds have just been very, very disappointing. And it's not like they can't make good sounds. For example, the Shelby GT500, this car sounds amazing. They are capable of making good sounds. Look at this. Look at that. And you could hear, like, that sound is, like, double layered. You can hear, like, turbos and stuff. It sounds insane. It sounds good. And then the 918 was one of the most shocking updates to me, like, how good the car sounded. Startup isn't anything crazy, but the actual sound of the car, like, listen to that. That's good. They are capable of making good sounding cars, and it's just disappointing, especially on cars like the Lamborghini Murcielago and the SVJ, which are very, very known, obviously, for the car they are, but how good they sound, that's one of the biggest things. I can honestly argue that, you know, the Murcielago is one of the best sounding V12s ever, bro. And they just make it not sound good. They make it sound very, very underwhelming. On some fake cars that we had before in the past, they sound better than that, which is, I don't know, it's just disappointing. Like, I feel like they could try a lot more. Like, we have some other cars that sound way better, and then the Lamborghinis, which are known for the sound, don't sound as good. So, yeah, I do understand it is hard making, like, sounds and stuff that are, like, brand new, but I think it's just a little bit lazy, and especially with Lamborghini, you shouldn't be really that lazy with that. I mean, I think, for example, the Revolto doesn't sound bad, I don't think. Let me see. Revolto is basically the same thing as an SVJ, just a little bit different. This is also very disappointing. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound like a V12, you know? It just sounds like a high-pitched engine. I don't really know what to tell you. Like, you could tell it's a V12, obviously, because of the car it is, and you guys probably know what it is, and it's very, very high-pitched, but it doesn't sound like a V12. I don't know how to explain it, how it sounds. It just doesn't sound, like, realistic at all. So, yeah, I think that's just been one thing that's been very, very disappointing. I wish they did more stuff like this, where they used OG sounds. I wish they listened to us more on that part, because when they did use OG sounds, for example, the Bugatti Horror R, oh my god. Yeah, the startup is super loud, but it actually sounds good. Now, I know a lot of people don't like this, and I don't really like the sound now because of how annoying it is, but it does sound good. Like, it's better sounding. I swear they made this car quieter. I swear it was way louder, but I wish they used more OG sounds. For example, the SVJ, they should have 100% used the OG sound. If you guys remember, bro, we had a crazy fake SVJ, and that thing sounded insane in tonals. I will put up the clip if I do find it one more time again. But yeah, that's really my only complaint. I'm not going to yap too much this video. That's really all I can say. But I just wish they worked more on the sounds. That has been the only disappointing part. And I feel like they should focus a lot more on that. Not to say they don't take their time. I'm sure they do. But that is one factor they should work a little bit more on, in my opinion. Because I think that could take an update from 8 out of 10 to 10 out of 10, honestly, bro. Like, if there's a small update with like 2 to 3 cars and they sound insanely good, that could take an update from easily like a 7 to a 10 out of 10, in my opinion. Because I don't know, it's a shock factor in my opinion, like making a car sound good. No offense, but it's not really expected from Driving Empire to make a car sound incredibly good and like very realistic. So I don't know, it was a little bit disappointing when the SVJ released and it didn't sound good. And you know, same thing with the Murcielago. They should definitely work on that. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful for licensed cars, but yeah, that's basically my take. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like a lot of people can actually agree with this. I have been seeing some people saying the same thing, in like my YouTube comments and Discord community. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys agree or not. And yeah, make sure you guys follow my Twitter, follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok. All my socials will be down, link in the description. And yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Have a good one, everybody, and bye.